Hello everybody, my name is Mike Tomorrow and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic is going to be about attitudes and know when to use the right attitude for what situation, you know. Attitude. What can it be defined? My own words, attitude is a behavior. Attitude is a way of life. Attitude is something that you want to present to people. Attitude is the way you feel about something. So that's my opinion on what attitude is. But let me see if I can find another meeting, and I'll tell you what attitude stands for. If I can find it real quick. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is attitude is something that is approached, and I know that sometimes we all have bad attitudes, sometimes we have good attitudes. It depends on what the attitude is. It depends on how we see life, you know. But here's the dictionary's definition of attitude: manner, disposition, feeling, position, etc. with regards to a person or thing, tendency or orientation, especially of the mind. And then we also have position or posture of the body appropriate to or expressive of an action, emotion, etc. So you see what attitude stands for. Now, how do we control our attitude? It's similar to how we control our temper. Right. I did the video about temper earlier, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not real sure though, so. But yes. We need to control our attitudes. We need to know what is the correct situation to present our attitude and what is not a good situation to present an attitude to, you know? But if you have attitude, then it's a way to express how you feel about something too. I know there's good attitude and there's bad attitude. Good attitude is like if you're having a good day and if you got some good news or if you're doing something that you enjoy doing. You know what I mean? But if you have a bad attitude, you're upset, you're angry, you got frustrated, and things don't go your way, and you know what I mean? Like, you saw the last video, I was pretty upset. And the video before that and the video before that, you probably saw that I was a little upset and I had a bad attitude. Well, I did because things were not going my way, and I felt things needed to get better in my life, which are not. You know, I'm trying to do better things for my life. I'm trying to get a better position on life. And if I feel that way to you, I'm sorry. But just understand that I was just feeling the way I did because of the way that I ultimately wanted to get my word across. It's hard for Aspies and autistic people to get their words across sometimes. Now, when I'm at work, pretty much I'm in a good attitude. Like, I'm willing to help people and help the cast members and all that. But understand this, that I am in a good mood because I feel comfortable at where I'm working at the time or something, you know? But people at work did see me in a bad attitude a few times and probably upset, you know? One person told me that they never see me mad, you know? They don't ever see me get angry. They may think I get frustrated, but they don't ever see my facial expressions, my facial attitude, like, get frustrated, get angry, you know? They don't ever see that. Because I try to keep my thoughts to myself. You have to try to keep your thoughts to yourself. I know there are going to be situations that you need to say what's on your mind. But if it's going to hurt someone and your attitude is like that, your attitude is not good, then you got to keep it to yourself because bad things are going to happen. Attitude is something people need to control. If you have good attitude, that's the attitude you want to have all the time. You know? Just feel the calmness. Feel the happiness. But if you're in a bad mood, or if you have a bad attitude, that's something you're going to have to calm down. Calm it. And keep your words to yourself. Because essentially, it depends on the attitude, depends on how the things are going to go, you know? Like if you have a good attitude, things are going to go smoothly. If you have a bad attitude, things are going to get rocky and rough and, you know what I mean? Things are not going to go your way if you have a bad attitude. Alright? Now, I know I try to keep a good attitude. But it's hard for me to keep a good attitude if something is not going my way, or if something is not doing what it's supposed to do and I feel upset about it, you know what I mean? But understand this, if you approach it and if you're calm and you have a good attitude, things can change, you know? Things will go easier and smoothly and can change, you know? But if you go with an approach with a bad attitude, then things are not going to go the way you expect them to. Alright? But anyways, I just wanted to express that with you. Now, a good attitude for me is, a good thing is going camping. I love to go camping. Alright? I love to hang out with friends. I love going in the pool. You know? You know, those can bring up your attitude levels to very good with people. You know? Now, I feel a bad attitude if I'm running late for something, or if I'm by myself, or if no one wants to listen to me on what I have to say. You know what I mean? I know it's hard to get someone to agree with you. I know it's hard to get people to get on your side. I know it's hard for people to listen to you and concept your ideas. But you just gotta approach it with the right attitude at the right time. Now, when it comes to like law enforcement or managers or parents or teachers type of authority, you have to give them respect. You have to give them a good attitude. They might not have a good attitude, but it's your job to try to help them out and give them a good attitude. Because if you try to give them a bad attitude or a bad mood or whatever, then you know what's going to happen. You're going to get in trouble, or in the case of a manager, they might fire you, or in the case of law enforcement, they might put you in jail and lock you up. So, you got to have a good attitude when it comes to authority. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth. You got to have a good attitude. if you want to approach something to an authoritative figure. Now, when it comes to friends, you gotta have a good attitude with them too, because one wrong move, they might not like you, they might want to break off the friendship, they might not trust you, you know what I mean? So you got to have a good attitude to survive in life. That's what the message I'm trying to say to you. You got to have a good attitude to survive life. Because if you don't, then your road is going to be a lot harder to get to. You can take the freeway, but you got to have a good attitude. Otherwise, you're going to have turns and turns and turns and turns and turns, and the pavement's not going to be all smooth, and you know what I mean? But if you want to go on that straight and narrow highway, you got to have a good attitude. And I think that's going to be it for attitude. If I do come up with something new for attitude, I'm going to do a second video in the later series here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.